I shouldn't have opened the door. But when you hear your dead wife's voice calling from the other side at 3 a.m., what would you do?
Sarah, is that really you?
Let me in, baby. It's so cold out here.
Her voice was perfect, the way she dragged out the word baby, just like she used to. But Sarah's been buried for 6 months.
This isn't funny. Who the hell is this?
Open the door, sweetheart. I miss you.
The doorknob rattled, not like someone was twisting it, like something was slamming into it from the other side.
Stop it. You're not her.
You left me out here to die, didn't you?
The voice changed. No longer sweet, now it was a growl, wet and gurgling, like something drowning in its own blood.
Oh, God.
Let me in.
The door shook, the wood splintered, and then silence.
Hello?
A single drop of water hit the floor, then another, then a flood of black sludge oozed under the door.
Too late. I'm already inside.
The lights went out.
No.
You should have opened the door when I asked nicely.
The sludge coiled around his ankles, cold, heavy, pulling him down.
Get off me.
Now we'll be together forever.
The last thing he heard was his own scream, cut short as the darkness swallowed him whole.
Sarah?
Then, a knock. Not on the door, on the window.
You didn't think it was over, did you?
The glass fogged up. Words appeared, scrawled in the condensation like invisible fingers were writing them. His breath came fast. His skin prickled. He didn't want to turn around, but he had to.
There's nothing there. There's nothing.
Liar.
The mirror across the room flickered. For just a second, his reflection wasn't alone. A figure stood behind him, pale, smiling.
What do you want?
You know what I want.
The lights flickered, the walls groaned, and then...
Id, you okay?
A voice, a new voice, from the hallway.
Who's there?
It's me, man. Your neighbor. Your front door was wide open.
The neighbor stepped inside, frowning.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
He has.
The neighbor's face twisted, his mouth stretched too wide, his eyes turned black.
And now you will too.
The neighbor lunged.
Yeah.
The last thing he saw was the neighbor's grin, full of teeth that weren't human.
She jet off?
Then, nothing. No pressure, no hands, just empty air.
What the hell?
The neighbor was gone. The house was still. Even the sludge had vanished.
Tick-tock.
The whisper came from inside his own skull.
You have until midnight
Until midnight. For what?
to say goodbye.
The microwave clock blinked. 11:59 p.m.
No.
The front door creaked open on its own. A figure stood in the doorway, tall, thin, head tilted at a broken angle.
You didn't visit my grave.
The voice was Sarah's, but the thing in the doorway had too many teeth.
I couldn't. I was scared.
Now I'm scared.
The figure stepped forward. The clock struck midnight.
Time's up.
Run, you idiot. It's not her.
He grabbed the man's arm and yanked him outside just as the house collapsed inward like something huge had swallowed it whole. The streetlights flickered out. The night went silent.
What was that?
Something that's been dead a long time. And it's still hungry.
In the distance, A single streetlight buzzed back to life. Beneath it stood a silhouette, watching, waiting.
Soon,
The wind carried the whisper away as the two men ran into the dark, not daring to look back. I shouldn't have opened the door, but when you hear a voice that sounds exactly like your dead brother begging to be let in, what would you do?
Please, it's so cold out here. Just let me in.
The voice was perfect, the way he dragged out the words, the little crack in his tone. Just like him. But my brother died 6 months ago. I watched them lower his casket into the ground.
Come on, man. It's me. You know it's me.
My hand hovered over the lock. The knocking grew louder.
Open the door.
Then the voice changed.
Open the door.
It wasn't my brother anymore. It was something else. Something that had been waiting a long, long time for me to make a mistake.
I can smell your fear. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
I backed away. The knocking turned into pounding. The wood of the door started to splinter.
Dude, what the hell is that?
My roommate stood behind me, eyes wide.
I just want to play, just like we used to.
It's not possible. It's not possible.
The pounding stopped. Silence. Then,
boys, are you home?
a woman's voice now. Soft. Familiar.
It's your mum. I just want to talk.
My blood turned to ice. My mom died when I was 8.
Sweetheart, please. I miss you.
The doorknob began to turn. Slowly. On its own.
We need to get out of here. Now.
But the windows were locked, the back door wouldn't budge. And the voice kept changing.
Help me, help me, help me.
A little girl now, crying, screaming.
Why won't you let me in? Why won't you save me?
The door creaked open. Just a crack. Darkness poured in. And then, a hand.
Found you.
The thing wearing my brother's face smiled. And then it stepped inside. But where?
There's nowhere to hide.
The lights flickered, the air turned thick, and the last thing I heard before the screaming started was,
We're all here now. The whole family.
and then the voices began to chant. The walls started to bleed. The floorboards groaned. And the thing that wasn't my brother reached for me.
So you should open the door when I ask nicely?
And then the real horror began.
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you?
Behind it, shadows moved. Shapes twisted into figures. My mom. The little girl. Others I didn't recognize. Their eyes were black. Their mouths hung open.
We've been waiting for you.
What the hell are they?
My roommate backed into the wall, his breath coming in sharp gasps.
We're family.
You left us outside for so long.
The little girl's voice was a broken whisper. She took a step, her bare feet leaving wet prints on the floor. Red.
That's not blood. That's not...
It's always blood.
The lights flickered again. When they came back, the things were closer.
You remember the night he died, don't you?
Our brother's face, no, the thing's face, leaned in. It smelled like wet earth, like something dug up.
You were supposed to be there. You were supposed to save him.
My chest tightened. That part was true. I was supposed to pick him up that night, but I forgot. And he took the back roads. And then
the car went off the bridge.
my mom's voice cracked like dry leaves.
He screamed for you right before the water filled his lungs.
The little girl giggled.
He sounded just like this.
And then she screamed. A raw, choking sound. The same scream I'd heard in my nightmares for months.
Stop it.
My roommate lunged forward, swinging at the thing wearing my brother's face. His fist passed right through it.
Oh, that's cute.
The thing laughed, and then it grabbed my roommate's wrist.
You shouldn't have done that.
The sound of snapping bone filled the room. My roommate screamed,
Run.
but I couldn't move. The little girl was right in front of me now. She reached up and touched my cheek. Her fingers were freezing.
Don't worry. It doesn't hurt for long.
Behind her, the others closed in.
We just want you to stay.
Forever.
The lights went out.
Hello, anyone home?
A knock at the door.
Hey man, it's me. You in there?
The lock clicked open on its own. The door creaked wide.